Good morning traders, and welcome to this week's weekly market analysis, Monday the 3rd of June. Alright, this week, the highlight for the week, on Friday we have non-farm payroll, so that's a big one. Make sure that you look out for that. We also have from locally, we have our GDP numbers due out on Thursday, and I also believe Bank of Canada, and in Europe they're announcing their interest rates decision. So I've got them all posted up here, so make sure you take a look. But that's a quick summary of the highlights for the week. Let's just jump straight into our analysis, and we'll kick off this morning with the Aussie dollar. All right, Aussie dollar. We're still trading inside this big converging triangle. We're not breaking out, and we still haven't reached the edge. So my plan remains the same on this one. Let's see if we can get towards the edge, and then on the edge of that triangle, if I can produce a nice reversal pattern in the way of an inside candle or an engulfing candle, shooting star, something along those lines. If I do get that, then I'm happy to become a seller in this particular market. So I'm closest to the top of that converging triangle, so this one down here, I'll just keep it there just so that I remember my thought process when I next look at this chart. All right, so there you have it. That's my Aussie USD. Moving along, let's have a look at the Euro USD. All right, now I had this line, okay, which was only signaling the top of that, and I thought that if perhaps when we were here, the market went to this region here, it would converge with a top resistance line and also this top line there, which would increase my probability. Now the market's drifted to the side now, so that cannot happen now, because if it happens here, we've already broken through that one there. So what I'll do is I'll just remove the horizontal line because it's no longer in play. So let's get rid of that, and let's grab this one and move him across a little bit. So I'm still looking at the possibility, so I'll just extend that out, that the market can come towards here, and then on this occasion here, give me the reversal that I'm looking for, and then that would be my sell signal. Okay, so that's my Euro USD. Now remember, non-farm payrolls happens on Friday, so there's a probability that the market will move quite a bit this week, so we could easily bridge this gap. Okay, all right, let's have a look at the US yen. US yen, I'm still trading inside this range that I've left, and I really want to exit that area before I become interested in this particular market again. We are approaching the top of it. As we do get to the top, I will add this. If I get a really nice, let's put a marker in here, and let me extend this one out further here. If I was to get a nice reversal sign here, you know, again, I just draw my typical sort of, I've just drawn it in blue, but they can be either color. If I do get a nice reversal in there, then I will consider a sell on the basis that we have a high over here. However, I do prefer to exit this area before I become interested in this market. But if we are looking for trades, this is something that we can sort of half look at and see how strong that signal is, if it comes at all. Okay, so there you have it. That's the US yen. Let's have a look at the British pound USD, the cable. Cable again is trading in this converging triangle. We reached the top over here. It's pulled back a little bit. However, let me zoom in. When we did reach the top, we didn't really get that's not a signal. So this cluster of candles there, that's not a reversal signal. So that means I'm still looking for it, and I will still consider one if I get it just around here. Okay, and then I'll consider the trade downward as such. So keep this one in your hot list. Let's just keep an eye on it. If I do see it, I'll make sure that I'll let you know about it. But so I guess to adjust this chart, what I need to do, let me zoom in again. I'm just going to shuffle this one over a little bit, and let's see if I can produce it over here. Okay, There you have it, GBP USD. Let's look at oil, WTI. Okay, oil, we are at a critical level here. Now, we've been coming down and we hit some kind of a low, bounced up, came back to that again, bounced up, and there again. Let me zoom in so I can draw a little bit clearer so we can all see the plan here. The most likely or the highest probability type of trade that I can see here, this is today's candle, which is already around about an hour and 40 minutes into formation. If this candle should finish up as a red candle and looks something like this, like a very bearish candle with not much of a wick, okay, with very little wick on this side or no wick, that is a strong signal that we've broken through, and then at the open of the next candle, that's a signal to become a seller. Okay, so let's see if today's candle ends up looking as I've just drawn it out. Alternatively, if that does not happen, then what we can look for is we can look for perhaps this candle may turn around a little bit and become blue, and then we can get an inside candle like here and then try and trade it back in this direction. However, it is more likely there's a lot of downward momentum, so this trade here is really one that, even if it does show up, it's not my favorite trade, so I'm just pointing it out for those of you who are looking for something. All right, this is one that it would be a legitimate type of trade, but it's against all the momentum. All right, so it is more likely that what I drew first, which this candle becoming a big red candle, that would be nice, and then that would be a signal straight away for tomorrow to become a seller at the open of the next candle. Okay, so there you have it. That's oil for this week. And finally, let's move to gold. Now, first of all, just please note, I'm on a 4-hour chart on gold. All the others have been daily, but on gold, I've jumped into a 4-hour chart because I'll just show you why. If I go to my daily chart, that's what it looks like. I noticed that there was a little bit of a channel just in there. So to try and take advantage, I've dropped down one time division to a 4-hour, and now I can see that on the top the market has come down once, it has bounced once, come down once again. So the top line is established now because there's 2 touch points, and now on the bottom line we are at a touch point right now. If we see a nice reversal, that could be our signal to become a buyer. And as it stands at the moment, let me just zoom in so we can see the candles a little bit better. As it stands right now, that is a reversal. Now this candle, the little one, we still need to wait approximately 2 hours for it to finish. So in Sydney time, this candle will finish at 11 a.m. Okay, so at 11 a.m, come have a look. If it is still an inside candle, then that is a signal to become a buyer on this particular market. All right, so make sure that you take a look. If you watch this video after 11 a.m, well then just check to see what has happened, and if we still haven't got the reversal, we still may have an opportunity later in the day. Okay, so there you have it. That is my gold for this week on a 4-hour chart. And that wraps up for this week. So guys, again, please take a look at the news data which is due out this week. The highlight, of course, is non-farm payroll, happens on Friday. We also have interest rates decision from Bank of Canada and in Europe, and of course locally we have our GDP data and numbers due out on Wednesday. Have a great trading week, and I will speak to you next week for the weekly market analysis. Bye for now.